Hi, team. I wanted to come to you today and talk to you about recruiting. That's our topic for the week and how I go about finding coaches and recruiting them to our team. So, I have a process. I think the best way to do anything in this business is to have a system or a process. It makes everything simple, and simple is the best way. Especially if you want to have a life outside of coaching, you need to make everything simple. So I made just a very quick worksheet to follow along with. So I am going to screen share a minute and show you that. And you're on my Facebook right now. Okay. So this is my game plan for recruiting coaches, and your assignment this week is to do this as well. Natalie and I are hosting a webinar later on this week. We will send you all the invite information, and we would love for you guys to either do the webinar with us and invite your potential coaches to our webinar, but even better, we really invite you to do your own webinar. Maybe pair up with somebody else in this group and do one yourself. Because when you are the actual speaker giving the presentation, it shows that you're a leader and that you're serious about this business. So we definitely encourage you. It's nice to do it with somebody else, but we encourage you to do it yourself or invite to ours. So my game plan is very simple. I plan an event, so you can do a webinar, which is just an hour-long Zoom chat, just like this, where I show a slideshow about the business. And don't worry, I don't make the slideshow. There's actually one in our back office under training. I think it's New Coach Training. And if you need help finding it, let me know. But Beachbody has put together a really, really awesome slideshow that you can use, and it also tells you what to say. I have taken that slideshow and taken some things out and added some things of my own, but you don't have to. You can use it exactly like they show you. Another idea of something to do is a sneak peek. These are usually 3 to 5 days long, and every day you post a video about a topic about Beachbody. So how you earn money is a good one to post. Everybody's biggest question is, how do you earn money and what do you do every day? What are the actions that you do to make money? They want to know what they're getting into. So you share that with them and you don't hold anything back. You answer all questions. They can easily Google search it and find the policy and procedure manual right online and read it, but they'd rather hear it from you. So that's basically what you're doing, is giving them that information in video form. Or you could do a happy hour. And this is really fun too, where it's an hour of posting videos. So it's not live. And I usually just stay right in the event page that I created. And every 10 minutes, I post another video. And then they comment below with their questions. And I usually make it happy hour esque. I start out with a picture of me with my Shakeology or water, and I'm like, hey, happy hour. What are you drinking tonight? And go from there. So that's kind of fun. I like doing a little bit of everything because everybody is different. Some people are going to love webinars. Some people are going to like to do just a little bit at a time as like a sneak peek, one day at a time, learn something new. And other people want all the information in an hour, but they don't want to be live. So switch it up so that you reach all different types of audiences. So Natalie and I later this week are doing a webinar because we have not done one of those in a long time. So that's step one, plan it, get a date. Not just say, oh, I want to do it this week. Plan it on a date, set a time, and get it going. Step two is create the event page. So on Facebook, you want to create an event page. So you go to the left side of the screen where it says events or your calendar, and you can create an event page. Make sure you add a cool banner. I usually have one of myself along with a picture of my daughter, and on that I have written my why. along with a picture of my husband and I with some paper showing that we paid off our debt, stuff like that in the banner part. And then in the description of the event page, talk about why you are a coach and what you love about it and how you want to share it with other people. So everybody's event page will be a little bit different, and that's good. You want people to be attracted to you as a person and want to join you and your team. Step 3, after you've planned and created, then you plan out your Facebook and Instagram posts and call to actions or whatever social media you're using. If you're only on Facebook still, that's okay. If you're only on Instagram, that's okay. But you want to make sure to plan out strategically what you're going to post every day about the business to get people's interest peaked. And I have more about that in just a minute. Step 4 is PM or personal message anyone who is interested before and anyone who shows interest now. So your event page, anybody that RSVPs as going or interested, you want to send them a private message and just say, hey, I saw you're interested in my webinar coming up this week. It's at 8 o'clock p.m. on Thursday, or am I going to see you live? And they're going to be like, yeah, I can't wait to hear about it. And you can say, awesome. What are you most looking forward to hear about? And just kind of get started talking to see where they are in their interest. Some people just want to listen and that's it. Other people are like, I have a specific question I want answered, and it's nice to know what that question is so that you can answer it. And then at this point in time, you should all know that I am huge on follow-ups and spreadsheets and some sort of system so you know who you're talking about to and what you're talking about. So you want to be able to have a list. You should at any day and time be able to pull a list of every single person you've ever talked to about coaching and who's been interested before. You want to go to that list and start messaging all of those people and say, hey, at one point in time we were talking about the coaching opportunity and it was, for some reason, the timing wasn't right. I have a webinar coming up this week, Thursday, and I'd love for you to sit in and listen and see if it's something that you're still considering. Do you have any questions for me, or can I plan on seeing you live? Hopefully we'll talk soon. Bye-bye. Or something, make it personable if you can, and send them messages. And then the 5th step, the final step, is deliver. Make sure when you are doing your webinar, your sneak peek, or your happy hour, you make sure to captivate the audience and tell them what they want to hear. Don't skimp on information. And sometimes I even offer some sort of drawing. If you participate, your name gets put into a drawing for something. So with a webinar, if you show up live in our live, I'll do a live drawing. For the sneak peek, every time you ask a question, your name goes into a drawing. For the happy hour, same thing. So something like that gets people participating. It's kind of fun. It's a game. And make sure that your energy is up and you make it sound fun. You don't want to be monotone and just be like, yeah, it's really fun. Yeah, sure. Because nobody's going to join you. You want to show up. You want to have your makeup done. You want to have your hair done. And you want to look professional and interesting. And you all are capable of doing that. I have no doubts. So just be confident in yourself, because I'm confident in you. Okay, so I was talking about planning out your Facebook and Instagram posts. I usually make the week before a webinar, I usually make 1 to 2 direct posts about coaching a day on Facebook, on my like page, and on Instagram. Those are my places, my 3 places where I advertise the most. Ideas of what to post about. Post about income. You don't have to tell people what you make. You can, if you've never made anything, you can fake it until you make it. So even if you made $30 once, you talk about how that $30 helped your family pay for groceries that week. And you don't have to say the amount. You don't have to say anything. money-wise, but just talk about how it's helping you. Post about the community of friends that we have, how all the coaches, that's the thing that I love the most and that really drew me in was as a mom, it's really hard to make friends. And this is a really good way to meet friends that are interested in the same goals as you, who love to help others, who love to be healthy, who love to have a good time, who like to be entrepreneurs and still work while being a mom and provide for your family. Those are huge things, and it's hard to meet people like that. So that's what Beachbody offers. Post about helping others and paying it forward. To me, that's really fun, and I love to do it. That's another reason why I joined. Personal growth, how you have grown as a person by doing all of your personal development. Some people really strive for that. Post about your own transformation and sharing your transformation, not just physical, mental transformation too, or emotional, or whatever you've gone through, how Beachbody has helped you. Perks from working from home, working from anywhere, working around your own schedule. Post about how anyone can do this, how you're building your own empire and your own business, and that you're an entrepreneur. Those are all things that really attract women who also want to be those things. So we're trying to attract people who are looking for this exact thing. And you have friends who are looking for this, they just don't know where to find it. So by you making these posts, you are doing attraction marketing and you're drawing them into you. So that is the posting. I want to show you one more thing and then I'll be done with this little training. I want to show you how I do my, how I can find who I've talked to about coaching before, my system. I've talked to you about it before. I use Gmail Streak, and if you have not heard of that yet, you need to start watching some videos. It's amazing and it's free. So anybody can do this. You just have to have a Gmail account. So Streak, you have all these different pipelines. I'm going to use the real words because you guys need to watch the videos and learn what all of this is. So these are people I'm talking to right now about challenge groups and their goals. And whenever I talk to somebody, I enter their information into here, into their box. But right over here, this column right here says interested in. And if they're interested in coaching, it says right there. So I have a lot of people who have talked to me about coaching before. Now, I could go through and write all of their names down, or what I love best is right over here. I can choose a column. So interested in is any of coaching, apply. So I have 12 in this pipeline, people that I've talked to in the past about coaching, specifically about coaching. And that's just this pipeline. I have other pipelines too. So this is my coach prospect. These are people who I am in the midst of talking to or who are on my dream list. People that I've asked before, they've said no, but I just know they're going to be an awesome coach if they sign up. So I have a dream list and I always talk to them people and keep them in the loop, not just about Beachbody, but about life in general. Customers. So some of my customers, let's see, have talked to me about coaching before. Oh, that one has 0 right now. So I have 12 people there plus my coach prospect, which is 20. So that's 32 people that I can immediately message about this webinar that I'm having, plus the event page that I'm going to have where I invite everybody. So that's my quick way of knowing who I have talked to about coaching, and it's super simple. I suggest you guys figure out a way. I used to do spreadsheets. Now that I've found Google or Gmail Streak, I love it. It is exactly what I need. You can customize all of these columns exactly how you want, and you can filter anything like that. You know, when I go to do my invites, So these are people that I am in the midst of talking to. I can go through and filter right here. So invited, before. So anybody that I've invited, today is May 23, so I'm going to say before April 23. So that means I haven't invited them to anything in over a month. So there's 78 people. That means there's 78 people that I can invite today. That's 78 people that I haven't talked to in over a month. That's crazy. So that's why I love Gmail Streak. It just quickly like that, I can see who's ready to be invited again and who I need to talk to. So that is your assignment for this week, is to plan an event, a recruiting event. Make an event page, share the event page to this group, and go for it. I can't tell you how many webinars I did when I was first starting where nobody showed up, not a person. How many sneak peeks I did where nobody commented on anything. But I still had them and people still were there watching, and I learned every time. I learned what worked and what didn't work, and the only way to do it is to just jump in and give it a shot. And what's really fun with this group is if you pair up with somebody, then at least you have somebody there working with you. So if nobody shows up, you'll have each other to kind of bounce off of each other. But no matter what, follow through with it and do it. Every time I had a webinar that nobody showed up to, I would record it and I would save those webinars, and I still have them all saved actually, and I send them to people when they're interested in coaching and I don't have one of these events coming up. I send them an old webinar that I did because they're still really good, and a lot of them I had guest people on, another coach, and so I'll look and see if this person I'm talking to responds or kind of reminds me of a different coach. I'll send them a webinar that I did with that coach so they can see somebody like them doing a webinar. So no matter what, follow through and do it. That's huge. I hope you guys have a good day, and I can't wait to see your event pages. Bye-bye.